Assalamu alaikum and a very, very warm welcome to today's BCA installation ceremony 2017.
Moner black and white TV te tui color lagali hai remote diye premier notun channel dekhali झुमका लगा ली रुपेर बिजली गिरा ली झुमका लगा ली रुपेर बिजली गिरा ली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली जोहरा जबी ना तुई अनारकली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली प्रेम रिमिक्स कवाली फुर्सत तो के बनिए छे आली फुर्सत तो के बनिए छे आली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली झुमका लगा ली रुपेर बिजली गिरा ली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली दिलटा जलाली मोटा देखाली दिलटा जलाली मोटा देखाली हल्का कोड़े सुनिए देवो रिमिक्स कवाली प्रेम रिमिक्स कवाली ठुमका लगाली रुपेर बिजली गिराली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली झुमका लगाली रुपेर बिजली गिराली तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली तो के देखे हाय हाय तो के देखे गाइजे मन रिमिक्स कवाली
Ladies and gentlemen, he is here to share that knowledge and to share his expertise with us today and for the next 2 years and maybe even longer. I present to you our president of BCA, Mr. Mohammed Mustafa Kamal Yaqub.
As the newly elected president of BCA for the term 2017 and to 2019, on behalf of the National Executive Council and on behalf of all my BCA members, colleagues, I welcome you to tonight's program, the installation ceremony of the newly elected National Executive Council. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to you all. As you have been told, the election took place on the 23rd of May 2017 and a new committee was elected. I happen to be the president, Mr. Ali Khan, the Secretary General, Mr. Saidur Rahman Bipul, the Chief Treasurer, Mr. Meedu Chaudhry, the Organizing Secretary, Mr. Saiful Alam, the Membership Secretary, and Mr. Farhad Hussain Tipu, the Press and Publication. These positions are always busy working. Not to mention that all the NEC members, all the others in the committee put in their efforts, put in their time, and without them we cannot achieve anything. Now we intend to start exactly from where the ex-president, Mr. Pasha Khandakar, and the ex-secretary general, Mr. M.M. Munim, left. They did a wonderful job over the last 2 terms. And they have taken BCA to a new level that we can all be proud of. So can I please have a big hand for Mr. Pasha Khandakar and Mr. M.M. Munim? Thank you. We don't know what we are going to do without them, but they have promised to remain in the They are already in the NEC and they have promised to help us with their experience and skills. So that gives us some comfort. It will be our aim to act on some very burning issues that BCS is facing. You all know, like acute staff shortage, strict immigration rules, inflation and high running costs that's affecting our profit margin, lack of interest from the third generation, and lack of knowledge by a lot of us of the continuously growing technology. We aim to work on all these. Somehow we have to try and create the right atmosphere for the third generation, because we have to be looking at long-term solutions. I'm sure you'll agree. As far as the staff shortage is concerned, we had some hope during the referendum. A lot of our friends in the business, a lot of our colleagues in the business supported Brexit in the hope that there will be something for us there. In fact, we were given some hope that there would be something. It's not looking so good though. The stringent rules probably are becoming more stringent, and they will also probably impose some extra fee on the employer. We have to make ourselves stronger and lobby nationally. We have to make use of APPG, the All-Party Parliamentary Group. They have always talked on our behalf. And we have to lobby locally with our MPs. And we need to make BC, the platform of BCA stronger.
And now, this celebrity chef and a celebrity face is here with BCA as the Secretary General, the new team, Mr. Ali Khan. Give him a round of applause.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and assalamu alaikum. Now, may I extend my deepest sympathy and condolence to all the victims and their loved ones who were affected by the Manchester tragedy, London Bridge attack, Grenfell Tower fire tragedy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all mankind from all the atrocity of this nature and from the impact of such evil action from a very small minority. May I have the pleasure to welcome all to the installation ceremony of BCA newly elected committee. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything. With the grace of Almighty, I am honored and humbled to be given the new position as the Secretary General of BCA. I have received an enormous amount of support and encouragement from the Bangladesh Caterers Association, National Executive Council, the wider Asian community, and a lot of you are actually sitting here who have supported me over the years. Those of whom have always trusted and believed in my work and have supported me without any hesitation. I am grateful to you all, including my immediate past predecessor, BCA ex-President Pasha Kondokar, Secretary General M.A. Munim, the former President Bazlur Rashid MB, and my fellow colleagues who have helped me through this journey. Now I'm going to tell you about the vision that we have, our team have, that we're going to serve within next 2 years and continues. Bangladesh Caterers Association is here to echo your issue and concern. We all know that the industry is suffering, but the question is, what can BCA do to overcome these problems? BCA has the vision to bring changes within the British car industry, focusing on strength and skill set. Our aim is to combine experience, expertise, along with passion and energy. A dynamic and innovative team that want to build trust and confidence amongst the members. Some of the work BCA will be focusing on betterment of the British curry industry as follows. The lobbying, utilize all party parliamentary group for the curry industry and local MP and lobby to bring in skilled staff on easier and affordable terms, and reduce threshold as we all lobby for short-term unskilled workers from Southeast Asia. Lobby and create pressure on HMRC to increase the flat rate VAT threshold from 150,000 to 250,000, which will benefit majority of the curry restaurants and takeaway in the UK. Conduct mass demonstration in order to heard our voice by the government and its policymakers. Create pressure on government to establish regional institute in Britain. Membership involvement and support. How are you going to involve our member within the BCA? So general members should have recognized and get more connections centrally. Even new member will get an exclusive membership welcome pack with the membership card, membership benefit pack, and a window sticker to display in their restaurants and takeaway. Devise trade supplier listing and job vacancies regularly on our website and from the office. Training initiatives that we are taking for the members, implement training schemes in the UK, create skilled staff to overcome staff shortage on the long run. Seek for government funding on these projects. Increase regional activities by way of organizing regular workshop and seminar and invite experts for industries-focused solutions. And what we're gonna do for the media coverage, we have actually start quarterly newsletter to update, highlight success, trend, and current industry news. Newsletter to reach every and each member of BCA. Organize food festival, promoting healthy food options in the menu. And also we have a plan to BCA think tank. So what we're gonna do with the think tank that we have involved the new generations, caterers who have fresh, innovative approach to business as well as passionate youngsters who can make suggestions and their impact in the British curry industry. Have dedicated charity with within the BCA, allocated some from the every member's fee to donate to needy peoples on the globe. I'd like to thank you, all our sponsors who have supported BCA. So on behalf of BCA, I'd like to give our special thanks on behalf of National Executive Council and the President, Mr. Kamal Yaqub. I'd like to thank our past, present sponsors who have supported BCA for last 57 years and for last 12th year of our award. They are Cobra Beer, Kingfisher Beer, Chef Online, Square Mile Insurance, Madhus, Sunmark, and many more sponsors. I also would like to welcome our new sponsor on board, AgroSuper, as one of the lead sponsors for 2017 and 18, who supplies Super Polo, King Polo, chicken and other products to the British curry industry. In fact, as you have tried your chicken pakora on the menu today as the canapes, that was actually provided by the King Polo. And later on, you're gonna try the chicken jalfrezi that was cooked by the Super Polo. So you're gonna actually taste the Super Polo today. All the chickens are actually branded by Super Polo and King Polo tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I have taken a lot of your valuable time. I hope you won't mind. But as being a Secretary General, I have to put some positive reports towards you so that you can understand that what we are actually trying to do, what we are trying to achieve. Now we have lined up a fantastic program for you to enjoy, and then we have a delicious mouth-watering food. And that recipe was, some of the recipe was provided by myself as being an ambassador for the Super Polo and King Polo. So I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Now before I go, I'd like to thank my National Executive Council, led by my President, Kamal Yaqub. He's a dynamic leader, as you have heard his voice, heard his speech, and we are working shoulder to shoulder to make this curry industry success and help the people who are suffering in this crisis time. So I'd like to thank my team that have worked today so hard and organized everything so smoothly. I'm really pleased for their hard work. May I ask everyone to give a big round of applause for my team today. And then before I go, I'd like to thank our office coordinator, Ali Babur, whom have worked tirelessly since last 2 weeks to make this happen. And we are part of his team, working with him and taking a lot of direction. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the evening and good evening.
Thank you so much, Secretary General Mr. Ali Khan. I'd like to now call upon stage the Chief Treasurer, Mr. Saidur Rahman Bipul.
Good evening, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. With the greatest respect, I would like to thank all our predecessors who helped create this prestigious organization, Bangladesh Caterer Association. It is all thanks to their hard work and determination which shaped this unique platform for us to all come together in the event such as tonight. Event that help us to get to know one another, break bread, review our past progress, and engage finding solution, a better future. I would also like to thank all our members who have participated in the recent BC election process. Your efforts greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. As a result of the recent solution, I stand in front of you as the Chief Treasurer of BCA. Role I have proudly accepted with the promise to work closely with all members, partners, and the sponsors to provide a financial safeguard for our organization, to provide transparent reports, to be a part of the team to help create a culture, the welcome teamwork, innovative ideas, and be part of providing solution to tackle the current crisis in the UK curry industry.
I think I have probably the most powerful British Bangladeshis in the catering industry on stage with me. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our pillars within the catering industry. And if I could kindly ask the former team to welcome our new team, BCA, with the flowers. Thank you. It really saddens me that you've left, but you've definitely left a mark. You have. I'm going to give you a hug because I absolutely love you.
Thank you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First and foremost, I thanks Allah for giving me this opportunity to be here with you. Mr. President, my President Kamal Yaqub, standing here is reminding me the time I was elected as a Secretary General with my president, Mr. Badlur Rashid, more than 10 years ago. Our journey wasn't that easy. It was difficult. It was challenging. But it was pleasant, memorable experience. It's really been an honor for me to serve this grassroots organization, one of the largest, biggest British Bangladeshi ethnic organization in this country. And it was an honor for me to work with my dedicated peers and colleagues, the NSC member. And today I'm here to congratulate our newly elected members for the next 2 years. Our leaders, my leaders, NSC members. I think our NSC leader deserves a big clap, please. A bigger one. Thank you. Thank you. Almost, we have all NSC members worked together for a few years, joined by some newcomers, courageous newcomer who's been with us for many times. But my dear friend, the time is very difficult. The industry is facing very big problem. The many restaurant is closing. But I'm confident the BCA will continue to fight and save this industry. The NSC member here today, I know you, each of you individually. And I would like to speak about you. But the time is very limited. Please forgive me. But allow me to speak for our few leaders, especially my president, Mr. Kamal Yaqub, who I know for many years, who joined BCA before me. Very well educated person, talented person, man with a passion. And his leadership been proven in this industry for many years. And I'm sure the BCA will be in a warm hand and BCA will go further forward with his leadership. Our Secretary General, where are you, Secretary General? Here? Man, young man, passionate man, well-organized man. When he joined BCA, everybody noticed his hard work, dedication, and love for this industry. And I'm sure you will agree with me, we are extremely lucky to have him as a Secretary General. My treasurer, what can I start about him? A man with a principle, dedication, loving faith. And I have built a special relationship with him for many years. And I think you'll agree with me, he is one of the perfect forerunner for the leaderships. And finally, about our organizing secretary, Miti Chaudhary. The BCA's history says the BCA always mostly lead by Kentish people. And the man from Kent, my neighbor, my younger brother, well-established businessman, very passionate, and I'm sure he will organize BCA even better. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, all the remarkable achievement we have got is because of you. Because of you, NSC member, because of you, BCA leaders, because of your support from the community. I'm especially like to thank my colleague, ex-Secretary General, M.A. Munim, for his tremendous good support to the BCA. BCA would not be here today as it is without his help and support. And I'm really grateful to him as well for supporting me. And I always salute one of my predecessors, my president, Mr. Badlur Rashid. He's a friend of me, very close friend, but I had very good lesson from him for my future life, and I'm still learning from him. My dear friend, before I finish, I would like to say one thing. Please, if you could listen me carefully, the BCA, the industry is the backbone of British Bangladeshi community, and I can see all British Bangladeshi communities leaders here. I can see the great leaders in that tables and other tables. Thank you very much for coming in here. We have, along with our predecessor has left this great platform for us, and thank you for them. May Allah bless them. Along with their help, we have contributed great treasure to the British culture and heritage. But my dear friend, this is the bad time for the industry and community. the terrorism and the hate crime has surrounded us. We have to all fight against this evil. We have to win this fight. Through our industry, we build an excellent relationship with our customer along the countries, over the countries. We can tell out the million curry lover that our identity has been misrepresented in the name of Islamic terrorism. The philosophy of EDL is simply nothing but a hate crime against humanity, and we cannot tolerate it. With our power from the curry industry, we can fight, and inshallah we can win. Finally, I'll tell Mr. Yaqub and Mr. Khan, the job, the task we left for you, it may find difficult. But with the diverse skill you got with your leadership and then member, it is easily achievable. By the grace of Allah, I can say one thing. I have seen the dedication, determination, sincerity, and love for this industry with you. Nobody can stop us. We will achieve our goal. We'll save this industry, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, if I could call on stage the Senior Vice President, Mr. Shah Malik Azad, and also the Senior Vice President, Mr. Mujahid Ali, to come on stage. And if I could also please have Councillor Syed Rahman, Mayor of Leighton Buzzard, to come on stage as well, please. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You will be missed, Basha Kandgar. We're going to move on to quick break, but when I say break, it's definitely a treat for the eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, our next dance performance by Nadia Chowdhury and then Tracy. Thank you so much. Make some noise.
শুনে ভিড় জিজ্ঞাসা
upon stage Mr. Saiful Alam, the Membership Secretary, and Mr. Saeed Hassan, the Senior Vice President, to come on stage. And could I also have Councillor Junab Ali from Swindon Borough Council to also come on stage, please. If I could please have the former Secretary General, Mr. M.A. Munim, to come on stage, please. The former Secretary General, Mr. M.A. Munim.
Assalamu alaikum. Mr. President, the Commercial Councillor of Bangladesh High Commission, Mrs. Sharifa Khan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I'd like to express my heartfelt thanks to the newly elected BCA National Executive Council for the warm welcome we have received. I am honored. This is a huge privilege, such a priceless gift, and it will be treasured memory. Thank you. I congratulate our newly elected BCA National Executive Council. I believe we have made an excellent choice in electing the leadership for this new committee. It is very diverse, an excellent mixture of the old and the young. The experience of the old veteran, Mr. Kamal Yaqub, who has been Senior Vice President of BCA for a long time, and the energetic enthusiasm of nationally renowned celebrity chef, Oli Khan. In fact, the entire team is full of dedicated, dynamic leaders. I would love to mention each and every one by name, but as usual, time is against us. Alhamdulillah, I'm sure you will all agree that over the past decade, Bozlubai, Pashabai, and myself, with the assistance and cooperation of the rest of the team, have done our level best to promote BCA and have taken it the level where it is now. BCA is now a household name and also recognized by the government and the mainstream media. Kamal Bhai, Oli Khan and your team, I'm more than confident with your talent and dedication. By working together, you can take BCA to newer heights. My plea to the media, sponsors, and the dignitaries, and of course my fellow caterers, please continue your support and cooperation to overcome the current crisis and any further issues the industry may face. May Allah give us the courage and ability to fulfill the needs of our current industry. Once again, well done and congratulations to our new committee. And thank you for honoring me. Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
I think Pasha Kondakar and M.A. Munim were known as the duo couple, but I'm looking forward to what Mr. Yaqub and Mr. Khan have in store for the BCA, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be big. Now, I'd like to call upon stage to present another crest, and if I could please have Mr. Enamol Haq Chai and Mr. Yusuf Shalim, who are both the Senior Vice Presidents of BCA, to come on stage, please. And if they could present a crest to the Chief Treasurer this time, Mr. M.A. Malik.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for your presentation and choose me. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
I'd like to call upon stage the past President of BCA, Mr. Badrul Rashid, MBE.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear ladies and gentlemen, our Sharifa Afa, the Commercial Councillor of Bangladesh High Commission UK, BCA members, esteemed guests, media representative, Assalamu alaikum and good evening to you all. Firstly, I like to congratulate the new committee. Mr. Kamal Yaqub, the President, Oli Khan, the Secretary General, Saidur Rahman Bipul, the Chief Treasurer, and Organizing Secretary Mitu Chaudhry. I'd like to say few words about them. I worked with Kamal Bhai for maybe last 25 to 30 years in BCA. And I'm very proud that he became the president of BCA. He's a very humble, very intelligent, very articulate, and very technical mental guy. He is very much focused with the BCA history, and he knows ins and out of BCA, and very experienced guy to be the BCA president. And I congratulate personally to our president, Kamal Yaqub. Now I have to say a few words about our Secretary General, Oli Khan. Oli Khan is a very skillful guy. He is a very modern, innovative person. He's a very dedicated and very workaholic guy. And we chose him to be our Secretary General. And inshallah, he will take our organization to the next level. Another guy I like to mention about his skill, the Saidur Rahman Bipul. He's a very quiet and very humble guy. He's also working with us for last 25 years. And I always see him. He doesn't come at the front. He always work hugely from behind the scene. And Bipul Bhai, wonderful work, wonderful achievement, and congratulations to you. Mitu Chaudhry, the organizing secretary, another very humble guy, very successful businessman, and I like to really welcome to him as an organizing secretary and future leader. Another person I like to mention, the Tipu, brother Tipu from Essex. He is also very dedicated. He's a wonderful organizing capacity guy. He's a secretary in the Essex region, but he always worked throughout the country and he has many skills. Congratulations, Tipu Bhai, and many years to come, we will see your success. I like to say a few words about our former president, Mr. Pasha Kondokar and Mr. M.A. Munim. When I was the president, Pasha Bhai was Secretary General, and we served 2 terms together. The most nicest person, the very smart and very well-spoken person. And Pasha Bhai, well done what you done last 2 terms. Many congratulations, and inshallah BCA will remember you. Munim Bhai, our Secretary General, also former Secretary General, he was very dedicated, and we've seen his passion, very organizing capacity. He actually was doing a lot of organizing to the whole region and all the sector in the UK, and although the BCA awards, he actually put a lot of his time and effort to make the success of all the BCA events and the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take much time. I actually really want to give challenge to our new committee to take the BCA in the next level, and we expect huge modernization to the BCA. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
For me, she's Superwoman, but to you guys, she is the commercial councillor of Bangladesh High Commission, Mrs. Sharifa Khan. If I could ask her to please come on stage and say a few words.
Honorable members of Bangladesh Caterers Association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my immense pleasure to be here. I first of all congratulate the newly elected members of BCA. And I know how democratic the organization is. This is the proof of this event. I also like to recognize the contribution of the previous committees whose hard work and leadership makes the organization to come up to this point. I believe the newly elected members will continue their efforts and carry on the good works that has been taken out by the previous committees, and they will recognize their work as well. The new committee will also come up with innovative ideas. They have already met our high commissioners and expressed some of the new innovative ideas, which we really appreciated. We believe that we'll take over these actions together so that they can work for the betterment of the industry, and they will carry out their good works in the upcoming days. I appreciate their efforts, and I again congratulate them so we can work together in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Like I said, honestly, I see her everywhere. She's an inspiration to many. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mrs. Khan. We also have with us today Mr. Howard Dober, the MD of Canary Wharf Group, and Mr. Zakir Khan. Give us a wave, Zach. There we are. Yes, the Associate Director of Canary Wharf. We also have Mr. Ibrahim Dogos, the founder, British Kebab Awards, here with us tonight. And we have lots more people who I'll be naming a bit later on. I'd like to now call upon stage a man that has made lots of difference, especially in Tower Hamlets, and he's here with us today to support us. None other than Mayor John Biggs from Tower Hamlets.
But it's a great privilege to be here this evening. I also share something else with you. I have a sister, and my sister lives in Leighton Buzzard, and I will tell her tomorrow that last night I was at an event with the Mayor of Leighton Buzzard, and he wasn't in Leighton Buzzard. But I think it's a symbol of the progress and success of the British Bangladeshi community that the Mayor of Leighton Buzzard is a British Bangladeshi, that he is active in civic society, that he is, I suspect, engaged in some way or form with the industry of the British Bangladeshi community, and the prime industry is the curry industry. When I tell her that there are 12,000 members of the Bangladeshi Caterers Association, roughly 100,000, over 4 billion is spent every year, then I think she'd be surprised. She might be bored, but she would be surprised because, of course, the British Bangladeshi caterers are the source of that prime British dish. It's not roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. It's, of course, chicken tikka masala, which is nowadays, for many people, the landmark, the key dish that they will look to for their day-to-day catering. And that's a tribute to the community and the way in which cuisine has been cultured and developed over many years with love and with attention and with business nous as well. I know we're here today to commemorate and to celebrate the installation of a new National Executive Committee, but also to express our thanks to the old National Executive Committee, given that I know that there's only one passion greater within the Bangladeshi community, which is politics. I imagine it's been a very tightly fought election for the National Executive Committee, and I'm surprised you're all in the same room talking to each other this evening. That's a joke, by the way. But the Bangladeshi community has produced all sorts of successes in British society: lawyers, judges, in business more generally, accountancy, the arts, in leadership, in local government, in parliament. Now, as the community started in the UK, I guess the rag trade was probably the starting point, the garments industry. But the curry business has been invented by the community. It's been customized by the community. It's responded to changes in people's eating habits to continue to be a success. It's a tool that's helped to create a large and growing British Bangladeshi middle class, which is what happens in the UK. People come to Britain, they come to London, they come to our cities from wherever. My ancestors did this as well and achieved things through finding a success. And on the back of that success and that economic strength has been built a lot of the continuing success and strength of the community. Now, I know that there are many continuing challenges. There are challenges with getting a workforce. There are challenges with the immigration rules. There are challenges with business rates. There are challenges with changing habits. There are challenges with Brexit, I'm sure, and with sourcing ingredients and sourcing staff. My pledge to you is to support you in whatever ways I can as the Mayor of Tower Hamlets in the heartland historically of the British Bangladeshi community to work with our members of parliament and other leaders to ensure that you get a strong voice. And I can do so confident that your new committee will provide leadership and support for you in turn. So thank you very much for inviting me here this evening. My hero, Sirazul Islam, is here. Another of my hero's granddaughter is here presenting this event. So Nadia is an old mate of mine, so I'm very pleased that she is comparing this event. And for the one or two of you who are still listening to me, thank you for listening. Thank you.
Our next guest speaker. Now, this person that's about to come up is one of the people that have sponsored today's event from AgroSuper. So if I could please have Mr. Raul Squadrito, I hope I've said that correctly, to come on stage.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. I hope I said that well. And as a representative of AgroSuper, I can tell you how enormously proud we are to be here. We want to take this opportunity to congratulate the new selected committee and wish you a lot of success. Our brand has been in the UK for more than 15 years, providing your restaurants with the products of the highest quality, consistency, versatility, and tenderness. Today, more than 2,000 of you can attest to the quality and taste of our Super Polo and King Polo products. We're here to give this market a boost, together with the Bangladesh Catering Association. For the following years, we are determined to work more closely with you, ensuring excellent service and constant supply. We wish you all have a good evening. Enjoy dinner. Dhonobad.
Thank you so much. I like the Dhonnobad. That was absolutely amazing. Come on, put your hands together. Our next guest speaker, who's been around, especially within the British Bangladesh community, marking his territory, making noise about his online business. He is Mr. M.A. Munim Salik, the CEO of Chef Online. If I could please request him to come on stage and say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much to say. Everyone has said a lot of things. I'd like to thank Pasha Bhai and his team for introducing Chef Online with BCA. Really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank the new incoming committee, respected elder brother and his team. And I'd like to wish them all the best wishes for next 2 years and hopefully a lot more. I'd just like to add one more thing to it. BCA is a charitable organization. We all talk about BCA doesn't do enough. What do we get from BCA? We hear this all the time, but unfortunately we don't realize in order for BCA to excel, in order for BCA to provide service to the industry, everyone needs to join BCA. Everyone needs to support BCA. Unless everyone does that, BCA cannot help everyone. So please, I would say everyone try to help BCA, join BCA, and together BCA can help the industry. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Our next guest speaker, Mr. Rami Ranja, CBE from Sunmark Limited, to please come on stage and say a few words. Thank you.
My name is Rami Ranger. I'm the chairman of Sunmark Limited. We manufacture and market Pure Heaven non-alcoholic drinks on your table, also Bulldog energy drink. We export to 130 countries, and our company is the only company in Great Britain to have received 5 consecutive Queen's Award for International Trade. It's a great accolade. Anyway, I'm here because I want to pay tribute to Mr. Rashid and Mr. Pasha, who were running this show before this one, and they have brought this organization to this level. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are dedicated people. They work very, very hard to put together this show and to bring the community together to celebrate the success of Bangladesh caterers. It's very, very important we celebrate success. And this country, Great Britain, you have made a very, very interesting place. The best food we can get in this country is from the Bangladesh caterers. And most importantly, when I came about 45 years ago, nobody wanted curry. You have now made curry a household dish. And now the British people want to claim that the curry is their favorite dish. But you made that curry popular. I would like to wish Mr. Kamal Yaqub and Mr. Ali Khan. One is the President, Ali Khan is the Secretary General, and my very dear friend, the Membership Secretary, Mr. Saif Alam. A very, very good luck for the endeavor to push your organization to a next level. And they can do it with your help, because you will agree nobody can achieve much alone. It's all about teamwork. With your strength, with your membership, with your commitment, you will be a force to be reckoned. You're already a force to be reckoned with. You'll be an even stronger force. And I would like to thank the Bangladeshi community. They are a very, very positive, hard-working community. They work very hard. They make enormous contribution to our life where we are all living. And I see your country, Bangladesh, is also shining. It is growing. It is a great tribute to the leaders of Bangladesh that they are on the path of peace and progress. And that's the only way we can serve our nation, by being peaceful and progressive. Anyway, I won't take much of your time. I wish you every success, so thank you.
If I could now call upon stage the sales director from Cobra Beer, Mr. Samson Sohail, to say a few words, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm in the middle of food and a lot of noise. I will not take much long time. But just I want to share one little story. I was watching a few days back TV. Very rare I get a chance to watch TV. And it was true documentary film, and it was about army. And when I was coming here and I was watching the installation, I'm sitting with Bajrul Rashid and Pasha Bhai, Munim Bhai. And I just, I was thinking about leaders. And when I was watching a documentary about army, and one, line came, they sacrifice to gain others. And straightway today, and it always in my mind, and we learned, the BCA president and the committee and the secretary general, they always sacrifice for the other should win. So well done and congratulations to all the BCA committee members and the BCA. I will also say thank you, acknowledging our sport, and whatever we are today, thanks to Bangladeshi community. You have supported Cobra, and you made us able to take Cobra wherever it is today, and without your support, we were not able to achieve our goal. We are on the way. Cobra is everywhere. And thanks to you. And our sport, as we done in the past, Cobra and BCA, always together, and we will carry on to be working with you in coming years. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
If I could please have the CEO of Kingfisher Beer, Mr. Damon Swarbrick, to come on stage and say a few words, please.
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to see so many friends and colleagues with us this evening. I was asked this evening to speak for just a couple of minutes, literally 2 minutes. I wanted to say a few things. The first thing is to the committee that leaves and moves on, to our friends, and wish you the very best in your next challenges within the BCA. I think you leave a huge legacy to the new team. I think your footprints and what you've done for the BCA over the last 4 years as a team has been truly outstanding. So thank you for your work. Before we talk about the new committee, I just want to thank Ali Barber for all the work he's done preparing this evening. I think everything's been perfect, perhaps with some more car parking, but I think it's great to see so many distinguished guests in the room. And then to wish the new committee all the very best. I think it's a great team, great set of highly driven individuals. Everything's already been said, but we wish you the very best. And certainly Kingfisher will be supporting you throughout your time in office. I think from a Kingfisher point of view, I just want to say a couple of things. I think firstly for us, this is without doubt the #1 community organization for our sector. And there is nobody else who has the same power, the same membership, the same breadth, and we really enjoy working with you, and that will forever continue. I think we've said it again once or twice before, but 80% of what we sell is sold in your restaurants. If you lose, we lose, but when we work together, we can win together. And, you know, for us, we're described as sponsors. I'd like to think we can be described as partners because we genuinely feel a sense of partnership working with you. So have a great evening. That's the end of my speech, and thank you for your support. Bye-bye.
I'd like to now call upon stage from Square Mile Insurance, Mr. David Roystone, to come on stage and say a few words, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. I'd like to thank Pasha, Munimbai, Mr. Malik, the former leaders of the BCA that have invited us in and made us so welcome and give us the opportunity to work with you. And obviously to Jakob, Olibai and Bipu for the opportunity to carry on working with you and supporting the BCA. Square Mile Insurance have been around for quite a while. Most of you are either my clients, I hope, if not my next clients, I hope. And let's see if we can do some business together, keep your premiums down so you can keep your costs where you need to be and help you with the health and safety and all those other things go along with the Square Mile package. Congratulations to all and thank you very much.
If I could now call upon stage the chairman of Channel S, Mr. Ahmedur Samad Chaudhry, to please come on stage and also share a few words and wish the new BCA team some luck.
Not only am I the chairman of Channel S, I am a caterer for last 4 decades. I am one of the founders of the BCA Bobon. And also I am a community worker. So I wear many hats and I'm a passionate caterer. I just want to say a few things. And it is very important. So I hope you will be patient and just give me 2 minutes. As you know, from Channel S, we have been around the nation and we have identified at least 12 areas where we need attention to save this industry. Out of these 12 issues, there are only about 2 or 3 relates to the government. The remainder relates to us, the caterers. We have to put our house in order, from hygiene to healthy food to atmosphere to everything, you name it. And to do that, Channel S is doing its part, but the Bangladesh Caterers Association has to work really, really hard now. I congratulate the new committee, and they should make a pledge that the house order is the priority. As if you go to a dietitian, they will say, have you had your 5 items? The fruit and vegetables. Similarly, to save this industry, we have to address the 12 areas. Otherwise, the industry is going to die. So let's make a pledge to save this industry by giving prescriptions to the catering industry and the BCA member restaurants to start this, and they have to be monitored closely. And also the people, the restaurateurs who maintain all this, they get the reward, not just suddenly somebody submit a nomination and they get the award for it. We have to save our industry. We have to work together. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.
I'd like to call upon stage Mr. Mittu Chowdhury, the organising secretary, to come on stage and say his thank yous. Make some noise.
Mr. President, distinguished guests, and fellow caterers, good evening. It's a great honor to be standing before you as your new organizing secretary. Over the next 2 years, my plan is to grow our organization as well as expanding our influence into more areas of the country. Of course, I can't do this alone. I will be looking to all of you to help me in this task. Together, I know we'll have a very successful couple of years. Finally, my thanks to everyone who has spoken so eloquently this evening. It's wonderful to see the great enthusiasm that everybody has for this organization. Please join me in thanking them all in the usual way. Thank you.
Now, I have come to the end of the show. I'd like to thank you all for being so patient with me. My name's Nadia Ali. You can hear me on the BBC Asian Network every Sundays. And of course, you'll see me around too.
Oh, Sundari, bolo ami ki kori. Are oh, Sundari, bolo ami ki kori. Ei boiragi mon pirit koira tak duma dum bazai duk duki. Sohag sat, oh sohag sat, bodoni dhoni nacho to dekhi. Sohag sat, bodoni dhoni nacho to dekhi. Bala nacho to dekhi, bala nacho to dekhi, bala nacho to dekhi. Sohag sat, bodoni dhoni nacho to dekhi. Sohag sat, bodoni dhoni nacho to dekhi. ধিতাং বলে যেই তোমার কোমর দোলে ওই আকাশ জুড়ে খুশির লহর আনসান আনসান বুকে আমি কেমনে থাকি সুখে যেন কাঁচা পাশে বসেছে ভ্রমর আরে ধিতাং বলে যেই তোমার কোমর দোলে ওই আকাশ জুড়ে খুশির লহর আনসান আনসান বুকে আমি কেমনে থাকি সুখে যেন কাঁচা পাশে বসেছে ভ্রমর এই বৈরাগী মন পীড়িত কইরা এই বৈরাগী মন পীড়িত কইরা টাক ডুমা ডুম বাজাই ডুগডুগি সোহাগ সাত ও সোহাগ সাত বদনি ধনি নাচো তো দেখি সোহাগ সাত বদনি ধনি নাচো তো দেখি বালা নাচো তো দেখি বালা নাচো তো দেখি বালা নাচো তো দেখি সোহাগ সাত বদনি ধনি নাচো তো দেখি সোহাগ সাত বদনি ধনি নাচো তো দেখি